Good morning from Hollywood Hills, actually Hollywood Forever Cemetery. I'm standing right here at the grave of Mel Blanc. If you ever watched Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and even Barney Rubble, the Flintstones and everything, you would know his voice. He's dubbed the man of 1,000 voices, but he said in reality he only had about 400. But this is his final resting spot right here. He was also on, back in the day, he was on the old Jack Benny TV show as well as radio show. And whenever he was on there with Mel Blanc, or with Jack Benny, Benny could never keep a straight face because Mel Blanc would always crack him up. There's been videos I've shared on YouTube before, from YouTube onto my Facebook page, and he's just straight face, but he's just cracks him up, and did the famous Psi C routine, where he'd be, Mel Blanc would be dressed up in a sombrero and a serapia, and Jack Benny would come up to him in whether it be a train depot or whatever, and he'd ask him where, if he was going someplace, and he said C. And then what's your name? Psi. And then Psi, C. And keeps going back and forth. And Jack Benny just never could keep a straight face with him. He did that on the radio with him as well. There's an old, I guess it's not really an old wives' tale, but I think it's he was in a car crash many years ago, back in the 60s, where he was in a coma, and the doctors tried for weeks trying to see if they can bring him out, and they kept on calling him by his name, Mel, and he would never do anything. But then he I guess apparently the doctor decided to do it a different way. He decided he'd call him by their characters, and he goes, "Hey, Bugs, are you in there?" And he apparently just kind of looked up, or was saying, "Hey, what's up, Doc?" And then they went through all the characters, and he came back, and he started he was in a body cast for a while because that's how bad it was, and he'd sometimes do his recordings for the Flintstones while he was in his hospital bed or whatever. Yeah, so he's here right here at Hollywood Forever. In fact, his wife is right here, I believe. This is his wife, Estelle Blanc. She passed away in 2003. That's her resting spot right there. And then, so like I said, Mel Blanc is right here, and right over here, just right behind me here, is actually Estelle Getty right there. So so they're very close by here. So. But this is also there's a Jewish section over here for people who are Jews, and so there's a Jewish section back there. This is where Estelle Getty's buried, and where Mel Blanc is buried is a Jewish section. So on to the next now. Thank you, Mel Blanc, for the memories, and that's all, folks.